All right, we got another exciting tech in for you guys. We got so much going on. I mean, just in this shot, you got the 2021 3rd Gen Tacoma, fresh off the dyno. We got the M8 Harley, V6 Challenger up above us, obviously the C8 Corvette. But what we're gonna be talking about today is a shop that just finished an install on a 2nd Gen Tacoma. And then after that, me and Johnny are gonna get this Rubicon dirty. Yes! So follow along. We're here at Adventure Motors, and I almost fit in because for some reason I wore flannel today. You guys are all decked out.
We normally have the flannels on, so
do you? Yeah,
works.
I noticed. Anyways, this is Michael, and this is a Toyota known as...
It's not a 3rd Gen.
Because it's a 2nd Gen, which most people realize I'm not a huge Toyota guru.
It's okay.
Right, but what I do like is boost. So we have a ProCharger supercharger and a ProCharger intercooler, and it goes on this wonderful machine behind us.
In there.
Supercharger!
So in the Toyota world, pretty much everybody knows that they are slow. There's not really any fast Toyota that has 4-wheel drive. They're all pretty slow. And when you are guys like us that like to put a lot of parts on that don't really do anything, they go slower because they're heavy, and then you get more wind drag. So boost is what makes us enjoy the cars more. But in reality, it's yeah, when you weigh them down, larger tires, even with re-gears, when you're barreling down I-70 West, you got headwinds, these things are just struggling to go. And when you're off-road, towing trailers, you just simply need more power, but you need it reliably, because being the reliable brand that Toyota is, we don't want to throw something on there just for more power that gives us issues when we're on the trail. We need something that can be robust, that can stand the abuse that we put them through on the trails and get us the power that we need.
Bolting on a ProCharger kit is about a 45% power gain. Now, speaking of bolting things on, Adventure Motors is pretty much the kingpin of bolting things and fabbing things on Toyota. So tell me about what you guys do here.
Yeah, so I mean, you kind of nailed it as far as we specialize in Toyota and Lexus 4x4s. We sell used vehicles that are ready to be kitted out, and we do complete start to finish builds, from your basic bolt-ons to getting you ready to literally hop in, put fuel in it, throw your gear in the back, and go off into the backcountry and do the overland thing or expedition travel for weeks on end or months on end.
All right, well, let's open up the hood and let's check out what's underneath it.
Cool. I love the power delivery of the ProCharger unit when we're on trail, is because we're never at idle. Like when we're actually wheeling, it's getting to where it's in its kind of healthy, its efficient range of its power band, and being able to blip the throttle when it's at about, we're 2,300 or 3,000 RPM, and blip the throttle, and there's just that much more power just to kind of roll over something really, really quick. And it really shines in 4 low. In 4 low, there's never a point of where it's like, okay, give it a little bit more throttle. It's like I can just ease on it, and there's just way more smooth, efficient power going to the wheels. Installation was a breeze. I mean, obviously here we do lots of engine modifications, lots within the engine bay, and fitting a lot of different items and things. And the ProCharger kit went on very, very easily.
Cool. And it even worked with the winch and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's up in the front, the intercooler that you guys have designed and built, this is designed for the winch. I mean, we have gobs of space behind the face of the grill right here and back where the radiator is, and the brackets just bolted in seamlessly.
Gotcha. So then lastly, when's it gonna get a snorkel?
Well, that's something that we would like to get very, very soon. And I know we've been talking with you guys as far as getting that design, because we have plenty of space, and I'm ready to cut more holes in the truck to put the snorkel on.
Can you put a clip to like under the seat or something? Because I'm pretty sure this thing has had water up to like about here. Yeah, about here. Now that you guys just saw the awesome video on the second gen that looks like a third gen, I thought I'd show you the fact that we do have kits for the third gens as well. So this is a 3.5 motor. It does obviously have the third gen front end because this truck is actually a 2021. So if you have a second gen or a third gen and you want more information, visit ProCharger.com. All right, the Jeep guys are finally, they're like, yes, the meat and potatoes, what I wanted to talk about. Okay, Jeeps. ProCharger makes supercharger kits for these as well. JLs, JKs, and JTs. Now, there's two sides to that. A lot of guys bought these JTs because they wanted to tow some trailers and tow boats and all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, it's got a tow rating of 7,500 pounds. Now, can it tow 7,500 pounds? Sure. But when you get to a hill, man, the first thing you want is a whole lot more horsepower. Thankfully, ProCharger, with our Supercharger kit, lets you add 45% more power. And this isn't a complicated process, people. You can bolt them on in your garage with normal tools, and I gotta be honest, it's easier than doing half of the other things to this truck. Lift kits and stuff like that, fairly complicated and time consuming. But it's easy and you can do it. Today we're going to use that 45% more power in a totally different way because we're about to go rip around on these sand dunes and we want all the horsepower and wheel speed we can get to stay on top of the sand. The other thing, when we're climbing up some of these grades and this thing's in like third or fourth gear in low range, we're going to be right at about 3,000 RPM. The perfect spot for this supercharger to really shine. Again, the days of down low 1,000 RPM grunting, crawling, those days are over. These little V6s, they love RPM, they love to rev out, and that's exactly what this supercharger loves to do as well. Even though we're only going 10 miles an hour, I'm in four-wheel high, and four-wheel high in first gear going 10 miles an hour is still like 2,500, almost 3,000 RPM. If I was in four-wheel low, we would have been in like third or fourth gear. So again, back to the thing, there is no such thing as down low power on these anymore. It is all done with RPM and gear reduction. That way we can get good fuel economy and stuff. I'm not a Jeep guy, but you gotta respect the fact that we can go off-roading, have heated steering wheels, heated seats, cameras all over the place, locking front and rear differentials, unlocking sway bars, and all this cool stuff. The only thing we were missing was horsepower. That was it. It was the only thing that was missing. So thankfully, ProCharger made it easy. You just bolt some stuff on in your garage and you can fix that problem. Now we're gonna go to the Jeep car wash. Everybody loves a Jeep car wash. Didn't get that rinse cycle? No problem, we got you. That's it for this tech-in. Me and Johnny are gonna go have a little bit more fun. In the meantime, if you wanna know how easy it is to bolt on one of these ProCharger kits, I'm telling you, get on the website, download the owner's manual, and you're gonna see it just takes some common hand tools and a Saturday in the garage, and you can bolt on 45% more power. All right, I'm out. See you next time.